Hello, I'm John Michael Riley, agricultural economist here at Oklahoma State University to talk about crop markets this week. And we'll start off with the WASDE report. It was released on August 12th, Monday, and the report was quite a surprise for the soybean market. If we look at what was going on there, we had some big adjustments in regard to both acres and yield, which kind of trickled down into a larger ending stocks. Coming into the report, trade expected those numbers to be more in line with what we saw in July. And the report released in this August showed that not only were acres increased, we had acres closer to what we were experiencing in that expected plantings report. USDA lowered soybean acres in the June acreage report, and then this August WASDE number came in a little bit higher, closer to that prospective plantings report. So not only did we get more acres, we also saw an increase in yield. Market has been expecting that. The weather throughout the growing season has been very favorable for corn and beans, and we saw soybeans come in with a yield of 53.2 bushels per acre. That's an increase of 1.2 from the last month's report. So demand on demand side for soybeans, we experienced a few changes there, but nothing really drastic. Nothing really to overcome the higher acreage and higher yield, which leads to more production. So stocks to use for soybeans at 12.8% from this most recent report. That's an increase from 10% from the number we saw in July. So a really seismic changes across the board there on the supply side, and that really sent markets in a tailspin. Currently, prices are at $9.66 on futures, and much lower than where they were at coming into the report, much lower than where they were at even this time last week. So a really big event here for soybeans from this most recent WASDE report. If we shift our attention over to wheat and corn, I will say that those were probably very similar in how they were reported and relative to trade expectations, mostly in line with what the market was looking for prior to the release of the August WASDE report. A little bit lower on both the acres, yield, and overall production for both corn and wheat. And then ending stocks largely in line with what trade was expecting. So no big news event relative, especially when you compare it to what was going on with soybeans. And ending stocks for wheat currently at 42%. That's a slight decline, about a percentage point decline from last month's report. Corn 13.9 almost, a little bit lower than the 14% from the July report in terms of stocks to use. So again, no real huge changes there. Ironically, corn saw quite a bit of a jump on the day as soon as that report was released. A little bit of, I guess, just some enthusiasm, given that the overall stocks to use number was below the previous month's report. But again, all of those numbers for both corn and wheat were in line with what the trade was expecting. Wheat market currently at about 560, 566, which is off of some recent highs of 580 last week, but still better than the last time that I was on here visiting with everyone about the wheat market at that time. Corn still below 4 at 396 on the futures market. Well, that's going to wrap it up for the Market Monitor this week. We'll see you in a few weeks.